You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans. I've got your 2-week spoilers for June 23rd through July 4th. Looks like Taylor is engaged and Sheila is enraged. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following, please reach down, click that subscribe button. Let's get into it. On Monday, June 23rd, this I'm looking forward to. We've got Nick eavesdropping on Ridge and Taylor at Il Giardino. Nick is going to hear Taylor propose to Ridge, and you know Nick is going to be thrilled about this because he wants Brooke, and that means Ridge being permanently out of the way would be big news for him. So Taylor tells Ridge she wants him to be her husband. She even has a ring, and she asked Ridge to say that he wants this too, and Taylor tells Ridge it's about time they make it official. And then she's asking Ridge how he feels about them as a couple. All this goes on while Nick is lurking and listening. Luna gets defensive on Monday with Sheila when her grandma shows up at her apartment. Obviously, Luna is trying to defend her Auntie Steffy plot, but Sheila's not going to let that fly. And I wonder if she is again going to tell Luna, look, you just need to leave before you wind up back in prison, which is really good advice because of this next spoiler. Steffy, Finn, Will, and Electra hatch a plot to take down Luna. Finn is determined to protect Steffy from his just completely deranged daughter, and Will tells everybody that Luna is nobody to fool around with. Finn warns everybody that there's going to be extra security around the place. I wonder if they found out that Luna was at the school. So this group of people is scheming with LAPD Chief Baker, and they're going to try to get Luna on tape confessing, and they're using Will as bait. Does that plot sound familiar to you? Because it sounds familiar to me, and it's going to sound familiar to Sheila Carter when she hears about it. Tuesday, June 24th, Ridge gives Taylor an answer to her proposal. And judging by spoilers that are coming later in this week about them being so happy and all this, I feel like Ridge is going to say yes. I said in the predictions I thought he was going to feel cornered and trapped, like he has to say yes. He's going to slap a smile on his face about it. We'll see how long this engagement lasts. And Will tries to put an end to Luna's interference in all their lives. Steffy and Finn worry. They wait anxiously to see if it works. So Will's going to go over to Luna's apartment. He tells her he broke up with Electra because she just doesn't excite him. He wants this danger, and Luna is dangerous, which we all know. So they're kissing. He's trying to get Luna to spill incriminating info so Chief Baker can get it on camera. And it looks like Will takes in some sort of recording device into her apartment with him, and he's got it positioned on her desk by the door based on the POV. I can't show you the pictures for copyright reasons, but hopefully they'll release them widely and I can show them to you in the next couple of days. So it's taping Luna in Will's arms, and on the other end of the camera, we've got the people from the Malibu beach house watching. Meanwhile, Brooke gets relationship advice from her sister, Katie Logan. So she's grilling Brooke on Nick's return and a possible future with him. And Katie wants to know if Brooke is going to sail away with Nick Marone. I'm sure that's what Taylor's hoping for. Wednesday, June 25th, Electra is watching the video screen and Will is kissing Luna as he's trying to get her to confess on camera. And Electra is completely disgusted. Hopefully, Will just gives her a little kiss, but I'm guessing Luna is going to try for some serious tonsil hockey. And of course, this scheme that Will is pulling would be worth it to get rid of Luna for good, but I'm sure it's hard for Electra to stomach, and kudos to Electra for being brave this way. Good thing that with the camera rolling, Will won't be tempted to sleep with her or anything. Plus, Ridge and Taylor are basking in their love on Wednesday, so it definitely seems like they are engaged. And Nick runs to tell Brooke what he has found out about Ridge and Taylor. Nick's going to drop the Ridge and Taylor engaged bomb on Brooke. That'll be where she hears it from first. Of course, this is going to break her heart. Luckily, Nick wants to fix her broken heart. On Thursday, June 26th, things go sideways because Luna figures out what Will is up to. So somehow Luna figures out Will's playing her. I wonder if he gets her on tape before Luna figures it out. I don't know if he's being too direct with his questions, and I wonder if she's going to lock him in a closet or something before she's done. run. Of course, with it being kind of live screened, anything she does, they will observe. Brooke is completely floored by what Nick tells her on Thursday. So he is going to tell Brooke that Taylor pulled out a ring and proposed to Ridge. Brooke wants to know from Nick what Ridge said. And of course, it looks like it's a yes, despite the fact that Taylor blindsided Ridge. But this should definitely help Nick's chances. We'll see if he and Brooke get intimate soon. On Friday, June 27th, Luna goes on the run while Sheila tells Deacon that betrayal runs in the Spencer family. So no doubt Sheila is referring to when Bill tricked her into thinking he was in love with her. And remember, he proposed, and that was also he could get her to confess on camera. But if you remember, Ridge and Bill were working with some FBI guy, and then all that got tossed out in court for entrapment, I think it was. There was something illegal about it. And now we have Bill's son, Will, doing the exact same thing, but with Chief Baker instead of an FBI agent. So I am very curious if them trying to trick Luna would work. Maybe if she attacks Will and they have that on camera, that might work. We'll see. They obviously want her to go to prison, take away her freedom. I do wonder if Luna is going to kidnap somebody and take them on the run with her, or do something bad to Will once she figures out what he's doing. I also wonder if Sheila ever told Luna what Bill did to her, and that's why Luna figured it out. Also on Friday, Ridge faces Brooke and tells her the truth about the change in status of his relationship with Taylor. The week of June 30th to July 4th, Luna is desperate to avoid going back to prison, and we'll see her possibly making a big move on her way out of LA. She obviously wants those who conspired to send her back to prison to pay, and Steffy is her primary target. She also had her eye on Hayes, so we'll see. I do wonder if Sheila may help Luna with her getaway, give her some money, give her a car. We'll see. Since Bill pulled the same thing on Sheila with the hidden video, she knows exactly what Luna is going through, like father, like son. Sheila may actually feel bad for Luna. There's going to be fallout from Ridge telling Brooke he is gonna marry Taylor. That should send Brooke running right into Nick's arms. Things look like it's smooth sailing for Nick. Ridge, though, is going to soon feel conflicted, and Brooke's going to be on his mind leading up to the wedding, even more so than his bride-to-be Taylor, who will be oblivious to Ridge's doubt and thinks that she's locked down her man. And with Jacqueline Wood set to go on maternity leave any day now, I'm curious if Lisa Yamada's exit for her other acting job is going to overlap with hers, and Luna's exit story is going to pull Steffy away with her. I don't think Steffi's going to die or anything, but this may explain her absence. Also, on Friday, July 4th, it's kind of a toss-up to see if there's going to be a new episode. Last year, 2024, there was a new episode. 2023, it was an encore. So it could go either way. Be prepared, and if a rerun airs, be sure and delete it from your DVR, or the Monday, July 7th episode may not tape.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.